That was a laser.
It was. It was a shot, really.
Yeah.
You'd have had to been 7 foot or 8 foot to catch that one. That's being generous.
Right. So the Trojans are going to punt it away. Zayla Morris, who's deep, back to return the ball. It's going to be a short kick by the Trojans.
Hey, takes a Tiger bound.
Indeed. And
doesn't get midfield. It's about I'd give it a 39-yard punt.
I think you're being a bit generous.
But that's being a bit generous. My eyes weren't as good as they once was 17 years ago, and they wasn't good very then. Hey, we got jokes tonight here on the broadcast, and this 7-0 slobber knocker.
Well, hopefully that changed.
Yeah.
It's 9.5 minutes, plenty of time to even things up. So
oh yeah. There's still time for the Tigers to get things rolling.
Right. So the offense has had some time to adjust, get some breath in them. So let's see how they respond. So McGee is going to hit Cody Hyatt. Going to try to drag a defender, get it. Wow, he showed some strength on that play.
I'll tell you what, Hyatt. Again, there's a flag on the play, but talk about Hyatt's determination there to get the ball and really just bull his way from getting a yard loss there to getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Wow, great job.
And it looks like the way they're talking is going to be, let's see what the referees say. Actually, it's going to be against, well, we don't know. It's kind of a slow judgment call here by the refs. So was there a penalty or did they take it up, Kinsley?
I'm honestly not sure. I'm surprised.
What happened?
Maybe personal foul.
Personal foul? We don't know, though. We're still waiting on the call. We don't know.
I really don't think there was a call, but hey, who am I? Okay, let's see. Personal foul against the Trojans.
Hey, against the Trojans. So, hey, that's a little advantage point for the Tigers. So that's going to bring the ball all the way down to, I'm not very good at math, Kinsley, but wouldn't that take it all the way down to about the 34-yard line?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Don't get me to doing math either. 28.
Oh, 28. I was thanks, Jason. So, hey, it's always good to have a little mathematical help here.
Yeah. Jason Ford getting ready for the halftime show. Thankfully we have him here. He's used to read the field back in the day, so see, he hadn't lost a step at that.
Yeah, because me and you didn't excel in math. Or not tonight, at least.
At least not tonight.
Or I never did. Barnes takes the ball and gets about, it gets about 2 yards on the play. We'll give him that. So 2nd and 8. And, 2nd and 8 from the 27-yard line of the Trojans. The Tigers are marching.
They're marching. Now we need them to start running and go to the air. All right, so they line up 3 receivers at the bottom. One at the top. Morris to the left of McGee. McGee set. Takes the snap. Oh, that's Tony Barnes, and he overthrows, and the ball is almost picked off.
Oh, the Trojan defender almost had it, and that would have been a pick six. But thankfully, he dropped it.
And the defender is going to drop and give about, well, he's past 10 now.
Yeah, he was. I guess he decided to give it. To punish yourself there.
And like the discipline right there. You don't make a play, you drop and give me 10 or something.
Drop and give me 10, son. Why not?
I like that.
Yeah, just get after it.
But that was a lucky break because, the ball was intended for Jay Jones, and it just hit the tip of his hand. It could have landed the receiver's hand. That would, in the defender's hand, that would have been dangerous. So McGee drops back, he throws it up deep. Oh, it's going to be
touchdown!
Wow!
Touchdown, Tigers! What a play!
Mason Smith.
Hey, a 27-yard connection. McGee to Smith, and I tell you what, the Tigers, it's almost a tie game here with 8:12 left in the first half.
And look at that. Hey, what do you know? Quarterback to backup quarterback, or quarterback to quarterback.
Hey, whatever works.
Whatever works. Whew.
Garcia on to kick the extra point.
Right, so the extra point unit gets set. Hold is ready. Ball is up, down, up. And it's good. So
Hey!
we got a tie ball game here.
We're all knotted up. 8:12 left to go in the Laurel Home Center second quarter. You know, Kinsley, this is the kind of shot in the arm the Tigers needed. Hey, we got ourselves, as good old JR used to say, an old-fashioned slobber knocker.
Exactly. And you know what, John? You notice when I said go to the air game. They've shown that they can stop the run because we haven't proved them wrong, but they haven't shown that they can stop the pass. You have to take what the defense gives you.
Well, what this is going to do when you're able to pass the ball a little bit more, this is going to open up the run game. So you're going to be able to go to the run game. Now, if the run game's not working, you need to go to the pass game.
There you go. And you know, when you even things out, hey, you got a good 1-2 punch here, and and the defense never knows what you're going to do. So we just got to keep them guessing. So 8 minutes, 12 seconds left in the second half.
Hey, you know, we got a close one here.
We do have a close one. You know, so the defense is going to have to hold strong for 8 minutes. Or hopefully the drive doesn't last that long. You know, hopefully the offense gets to take the field one more time before the half ends and get on the board one more time. So the kickoff unit gets set. Garcia trying to...
The wind is getting a little chilly out here.
Yeah, I think the wind's trying to make out with the ball there.
Not chilly, but cool.
Okay, and it's going to be a low drive kick. And the receiver's kind of taking his time there. He's going to try to break it up midfield.
You know, he takes the ball from about the 27-yard line, and he just takes it, and he lollygags.
Yeah.
You remember the old saying, lollygagging around?
Yeah.
He was lollygagging around on that play.
Yeah, kind of let his block set up a little bit, but still could have had a little bit more hustle to him. But, I mean, hey, he got it in pretty decent field position, so, hey, I guess his mission kind of worked a little bit.
Yeah.
So now let's see what the defense is going to do.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the Trojans are going to come out. 3 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. They're going to send a receiver in motion. Or wingman in motion. Quarterback takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to the running back. He's going to pick up a small amount of yards.
Back to the line of scrimmage there, so going to be, actually he gained, 2 yards. It didn't look like he gained anything.
2 yards, but, you know. But, you know, it looks like they're going to keep going with the running game. And, you know, for the past couple of drives, the Tiger defensive line has shown that they can stop that.
So, I wonder if they're going to mix it up some, you think, or are they going to keep running the ball?
I think they're probably going to keep running the ball. I really don't think their passing game is as good as the Tiger pass game, to be honest.
No, I think that's one area that the Tigers are leading the Trojans in, is the passing game.
Right, so quarterback takes the snap, he's dropping back, he's looking deep, has a defender on him. Well, they just proved us wrong. So quarterback throws about a 40-yard touchdown pass. Wow, I guess I spoke too soon, John.
Yeah, we both spoke too soon.
That was Joey Withers on the coverage.
Well, so much for not having a passing game. They proved you and I wrong, but hey, there was only one perfect person.
Well, maybe maybe the coverage was questionable. I mean, the coverage could have been better. I mean, hey, Joey Withers was on him. I could have been on him a little bit better, but you know, having this, you know, let's see how the offense responds. So hopefully, again, you know, hopefully we go into the game with a tie ball game, or maybe if the Tigers block the extra point. Let's see what happens. Oh, and it looks like it was no good.
No good. So the Tigers were able to cause a little problems for the Trojans there. So, you know, it's, you know, 13-7, 7:08 left in the first half. This second quarter being brought to you by Laurel Home Center, Kinsley.
All right, so, you know, so that was a miscue on the Trojans' part. So now, within 7 minutes, we now have to capitalize on the fact that they did get the extra point. So now we have an opportunity to go into a half with a lead or a tie ball game. Hopefully we're looking at a lead here. But, you know, I think, you know, if the Tigers keep going with the pass game, but they mix it up, you know, a pretty good combination of both, but really more of the passing game, I think they could go to halftime with the lead here.
Yeah, I agree with you on that assessment. 7:08 left. I say just take your time and do a long drive to end the first half.
All right, and so the Trojans are going to keep with the what do you call that? A fast approach to.
I don't know what you call it.
It's really not doing much good. So with about the 25-yard kick, it's going to be returned by Tony Barnes. He's going to rough his way up the field. It's going to be brought down to about the 47-yard line.
So they kind of did a scrum, the old rugby scrum there towards the end.
Yeah.
But a good return by Barnes to get, to about the 40. Look, they're going to say 47.
Wow.
Of the Tiger, field position. So 1st and 10 from the 47 for the Tigers. And, we'll see what happens here on this next drive with 6:59 left in the second quarter.
So as the Tigers get it together, you come out with 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom, wing man. Morris line up to the left of McGee. McGee takes the snap. He's going to roll out to his right, drop back. He's going to look deep. Intended for Jay Jones, but he threw it high out of bounds. And McGee once again is going to get up limping. It's going to be a flag on the play. Not sure why there's a late flag, maybe unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike, I wonder against who.
Wait on the ref's call here.
It looks like it's going to be against the Trojans, the way they're talking, maybe an unsportsmanlike. Don't you think? The way they're
it definitely looks that way. They're talking to the refs are talking to the Trojan defense right now. And while they're doing that, I'm really hoping Fafa McGee is okay, but it was somewhat knocked down on that play, and he got up limping a little bit more. So really hoping.
Actually, that's going to be against the Tigers. Not sure what it is. We haven't got that official word yet, but it looks like it's probably going to be a personal foul against the Tigers, not the Trojans.
Yeah, so the Tigers are going to back it up a mighty long way.
Wow. They really just shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah,
a 23-yard penalty.
I'm not sure what in the world kind of penalty
but a costly one at that.
All right, so they're going to line back up, same formation.
Wow.
Morris to the left of McGee. McGee drops back. Fafa is running for his life, and he lets it go, and he finds a receiver. He's going to break a few tackles and go down immediately. That was Mackenzie Frazier. So there's a new receiver that the Tigers have in the lineup this week.
He gains about a grand total of 1.5 yards. Can you add halves when you're figuring these things up?
What's that?
Can you add the little halves, Mark?
I'm assuming you can. So let's see, it's 6 minutes left, 2nd and 10. From their own 27-yard line. We're going to line up this time 3 receivers at the bottom. McGee looks down, but pass is almost batted down, but
it's incomplete. So, there's
official timeout for heat break.
Heat timeout. 5:54.
Okay.
60 degrees.
And John, those passes, to the flats, I'm not a fan of those plays. They don't really go anywhere.
No, they're not, but
we've shown that when we pass towards the end zone, those passes work. So you do what works.
You do.
Those kind of passes, they can be really dangerous. They can, it could be picked off or, not lead to any yards. So you may have to be careful about your play calling at this point in the game,
Yeah.
5 minutes left in the first half, or 5:54 left in the first half. You got to be really careful about your play calling, especially when the opposition is in the lead.
How about some good old Raising Cane's sweet tea? How about that?
I'm ready for it.
Raising Cane's, man. What's some good food over there? Did you get your belly full pregame?
I did, man. good old chicken tenders and that sauce and the toast. Oh man.